Welcome to the channel. Thanks a lot for joining me. I thought that the City versus Chelsea game was actually intriguing. Pre-match, there was a lot of talk about how Tuchel has some sort of hex over Pep, and I thought that was an exceptional performance by Manchester City. I thought tactically they understood where Chelsea's threats were coming from. They restricted Lukaku's service into Lukaku. And Lukaku's a good goal scorer, but he doesn't really make his own chances. So if you watch the game, you see that obviously Laporte, Diaz, and they had Rodri there, and they boxed him in essentially. And Chelsea, Mount's out injured at the moment, and Chelsea missed having a number 10, an aggressive number 10 that can link the play. So City really understood how to stifle Chelsea. And then they gave a great performance. They could have won 2 or 3-0. And I still maintain that Man City are the team to beat. They've got the experience of winning. They've got the players that have won. They've won by being pretty defensive, by being quite attacking. The problem that other teams in the Premier League have is that this City team has the ability to go and win 23 matches, 25 matches, literally win 20, 23 matches. And if you slip up, you're not going to catch them. And it was rather ominous for the rest of the league because last season they started pretty badly. Then they went away to Chelsea, and that result away to Chelsea was a real catalyst for the rest of their season. And they went on an unbelievable run. I think they won every Premier League match from November to March, and you're not catching that. You can't have any slip-ups. So City have got this level that other teams don't have. Now, I'm not saying that City will definitely win the league, but they have that gear, that sixth gear that no one else has. So the other point is that the squad depth they have actually a deep squad with top quality players, but they also have the ability to tactically change up. And if you watch Pep closely, sometimes they change tactics within the game 2 or 3 times, and they're moving their players around. So obviously Pep's been heavily criticised for the Champions League final, being overly tactical, changing stuff around. But he does actually, at certain moments, give City an advantage because tactically he's extremely flexible. He'll move his players around because really, they didn't really play with a striker. They're not played with a striker all season. Like Jesus has played out wide. You've had Ferran Torres up at number 9. You've had Bernardo Silva up there. So it's really like a defence, a 4-man defence, and then basically 6 midfielders, or 5 midfielders and kind of a half forward with the Jesus or whatever. And obviously they tried to buy Kane, but the point I'm making is tactically there's a lot of fluidity in that attack, and also you add into that defence Diaz and Laporte, and they've got backup players that are high class behind them. City are still the team to beat. Chelsea will be up there, there's no doubt, but the chasing pack really can't slip up. So I was really impressed with City, really impressed with how they tactically dealt with Lukaku. Chelsea missed having a number 10, having an aggressive midfielder. I think that game showed how important Mason Mount is to Chelsea. Very important player, very underrated player, Mason Mount. Brilliant with the ball, but without the ball he's really aggressive. And I think that City could potentially now go on a massive run, and other teams really shouldn't allow a large gap. If City have like a 8-10 point gap by January, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop them. Very difficult. They're my thoughts. What did you think about the City-Chelsea match? Were you impressed with City? Do you think Chelsea made errors tactically? Tuchel obviously came out and said that he didn't think they were aggressive enough. What do you think? Do you think it was just City having higher quality players? Do you think there was something tactically that you can do to stop City? How can you actually stop City? When City in full flow, how can you actually stop them? Is there a way to restrict them? Please give me your thoughts below. I'll be interested to hear them. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for listening.